effect the switch. It was just a bridge too far to Sicily to get there in one kick.
Well, as I just said, they've been the #1 team from scoring, so it's unusual for them to go backwards.
Looked like he was going to run aground, but he bypassed both DeGoey and Myercheck, and it could be another mark inside forward 50, and it's Dylan Moore's responsibility.
There was a plan to it all.
Out of position.
Third time, they fire at goal. That looks better for the moment it left the boot. And the Hawks have got the first. And losing to Melbourne and beat Adelaide by just 2 points here at the MCG. And they're under pressure early off the back of last week's loss. Morrison with the entry this time. Lewis was denied. Hard, heavy tackling on Moore. He ran aground, but free kick goes
to get the footy to the ground if you can't mark it.
Third in the best and fairest last year. He's a leader, and he is leading from the front. What a start for Hawthorn. To the Warple. Now, Sicily, he could take the wide one. Instead, he's just popped the little cute kick to Nash. Kept on coming. Sicily, he does give. Weddle, here it comes. He knows it's in. He's been waiting for that. Time for the big sticks at the moment. Great hands from Newcomb, Ward, and now it's Weddle with a launch. And here they go. More at their feet. Is it Ryan or is it Lewis? Oh, it's Bruce. How many times have we seen that?
Well, they're a bit stunned, but just have a look at this. There is no better front and centre player in the last 20 years than this bloke. He just watches. He's been a fraction off 2 of these already this afternoon, and this time he got there. Look at that. That's Jack Crisp just trailing him in.
Does he fly? Wait, he doesn't have to do anything because Reeves has just got a metre or 2 in front of his direct opponent, Cameron, and
this bloke understood it and ran onto it.
He's only kicked 1 goal for the season, but in ruck round, an opportunity to give Hawthorn the first 5 goals against Collingwood. Bill Sicily connected with Ryan. Is it 50? Confirmation. Just what the Hawthorn fans were after. It seemed to be the only way they're going to get a shot for goal in the second term.
Kick that sets them up.
He was training down at Preston with the Northern Bullants when he found out at the age of 25 his AFL dream would come true. And Ryan puts it through. And Hawthorn's resilience is on display. Hawthorn with the first salvo delivered deep by Day, but there is Darcy Moore, the skipper.
Trying to find Nick Dacos. He started out of the goal square, out of the full forward.
It comes aground. Lewis, who didn't kick a goal in the first half, but played his part up the ground. Oh, Bruce centred it, and Ryan had to bend down, but he didn't mind at all. Sticks.
Well, it started with the blooper. Looked like the Pies are off. Oh, seen that a couple of times today from the Pies. Just that hesitation of the handball and ultimately missing. And this is like a cross from the corner.
It's World Cup style.
It's brilliant. Right, that is brilliant. Just a heads-up play from Luke Bruce, who's done everything. 6 last week. He's had some good moments today. That front and centre that you highlighted early, Gaz. Just game awareness. Keep it in play. What's the worst thing that can happen? You kick it behind.
Kicked the first goal of the last quarter, third quarter.
Warple does just that. Wobbles it inside. Morrison. Handoff was nifty from Kazitsky to Moore. Morrison got a good look and a good strike. They strike back again, the Hawks. How's this for a bit of twilight entertainment?
It is magnificent. Got it back. Now they've got their lead back to 13 points with that centre-bound stuff, Gal.
9-1. What a great response straight out of the centre square for the Hawks. They conceded a goal, 2 goals in a minute. 1 they shouldn't.
This time the whistle goes Hawthorn's way.
And this is the most impressive thing. So
big moment for Jacob Kazitsky. He too is fighting for his place in this Hawthorn team. This might just be Hawthorn's grand final. What a kick! And they lead by 20 points. And the other. They met each other at a busy intersection at half forward Warden Hill. Hawthorn get the ball. Mitchell scrapped it to Warple. Great reflexes. Hawthorn come again. It won't be a mark. Both players knew it. Lewis knocked it away. Wingard swooping like he's back in All-Australian form. It's Lewis's turn! This is an inspired outfit. And every single Hawthorn player is playing more than
and then it comes the other way. I talked about Wingard being so clean and creative, and Hutto, he is. They are flashes of his absolute creative best. That's footy. Don't tell me or anyone else you can't pump a player in this modern day. This is a great game of footy. I'll tell you what, Hawthorn's respect levels are going through the roof right now. Times Darcy today. I think he didn't want to get a deliberate for going over the line.
So McDonald just sets it up. Lewis. Oh, it's Ryan!
Where's he come from, this young fella?
That went through about 3 sets of hands, surely.
he was.
Geelong West, Maribyrnong, North Melbourne VFL, the Northern Bullets.
Selling
That's all nothing. This is 3 goals on the MCG for Hawthorn.
How unbelievable. They don't stop to take a breath. Like the tack.
He wants to pass, and he does.
Well, they run them ragged here, so they're just...
Feels like each moment and its magnitude is compounded. Morrison's done it once, and now he's done it twice. Reeves and Cameron swap positions. De Goey, Bruce. Listen to the Hawks fans now.
Each moment on its merits, and yeah, I think I let Isaac get the better of me when I shouldn't have, but the very next play, he responds with that.
He just stays involved, just constantly on the move, slips goal side, and the finishing's the least of his worries. That's the 6th goal.
70 out, man down for Collingwood, which meant with Murphy down, Kazitsky was free, and they get a little closer to take Hawthorn to a 37-point lead in the last quarter. They've brought out the nuke and delivered the bomb to send them 6 goals.
That's a great point, Gaz. And we speak about highlights, and we love Mitch Lewis for his contested marks. This is why Hawthorn teammates love Mitch Lewis. We've seen it a couple of times from their key forwards. The chase and the pressure to turn the ball over. And then offense becomes more natural. You've got space. You've got options in front of the football. There's Kazitsky. You've got Bruce in the goal square all by himself.
Gee,
great football.
What a sign this is going forward for Hawthorn.
Oh, but it was a critical one at the 3rd quarter. And Collingwood are making their charge safely to Ward.
What about the future now for this Hawthorn side on the back of this? I know they've had some disappointing games, but this has been superb.
Sicily's down there as well. Don't tell me. Don't tell me! Mitch Lewis!
The Crummer.
I asked you not to tell me, Dell, but they lead by 44 points.
And then Lewis front and squares. No one says you've got to be 5'8" to be a front square Crummer. If you know where it's going, get there. And they've owned, and look, in the end, they've owned every aspect of it, Dell.
Still
Here they go again.
time. Will Day out of the middle to the outside. Moore's kick falls short. They'll come again.
There he is.
There's Luke. It's no fluke at all.
Luke Bruce is an example for any young footballer out there, male or female, when you want to play as a small forward or anywhere around the ground, and you want to learn about the front and centre craft and about playing percentages and being there at the right time. As you touched on it before, he's as good as anybody in the last 20-odd years.
He's the best.
The kick comes in. Yes, he is goal side. Doesn't get past in his hands to just a lead. That's a reflex.
He's been none better. We asked him about it one day. It's not a question you'd normally
What did he
ask.
say?
His answer was fascinating. Like, you'd almost employ him post-career as a front square coach.